Let me post the URL to the Hangout if you'd like to join and ask your questions. That is the URL. I hope that's visible. So what you can do is you can ask questions in the Q&A application, which should be visible to you as well. And if you'd like to come into the Hangout and speak directly, that is very good as well. So nice to see all of you. It is the simplest thing that we speak about. The simplest thing that we speak about. A very basic understanding to clarify a very simple misunderstanding which most of humanity seems to have picked up. And the simple misunderstanding is that we start believing that I am a person, that I am the ego. And actually, the ego does not exist. It's just as simple as that. Now, the ego itself will come and say, but it's not as simple as you say. And it will say that maybe it is simple for you, but it is not simple for me. And when it says things like this, all we have to do is inquire into who is speaking or who is being spoken to. This is all that we speak about day after day, satsang after satsang. Now we can very easily say that we have left you with no excuses to suffer. But you have the power of belief. You can choose to still pick up a thought and choose to suffer. Nothing needs to be done to make you the self, because you are already the self. You are only the self. There are many times that we say that I was completely the person. It is not true. No matter what the situation is, you are never completely the person. You are always the awareness alone. The pure witnessing of all of this is what you are. And no matter what the story is, what the circumstances were, what's at stake, who is involved, none of this matters. It's all good. So then, what do we discuss? If it is this simple, then what do we discuss? What questions can still remain? Let me see if someone is still saying something on Ustream. I see Kanchan is here, but Kanchan is in the Hangout as well. That is fine. So self-realization only means to realize what is the most apparent thing. What is that with which you have no distance from? What is that with which there is no separation? It is not something that you can achieve. It is not something that you have to practice. You do not need to even build your spiritual muscles to understand who you are. Nothing is needed. Can you accept that nothing is needed? Can you accept this? What could you need? What desire is meaningful for you? What do you want to become? If something would need effort, that would mean that something is not here already. We say that I need to make some effort to get somewhere. This would mean that we are not there right now. That would require effort to get somewhere, isn't it? So, where are you now and where would you like to get to? So, this is the mind game, you see. I want freedom. We say want means no freedom. I want only freedom. Same thing. When we say I want freedom, we actually mean I want bondage. Because want itself signifies bondage. Want itself signifies that there is some individual here who has a need for something. That is the only pretend game of bondage which you could have. Shanti says, okay, I'll leave so someone with a question can come in. We're not 10 yet, it's okay, you can stay. If you're watching, you can still stay, or if you feel outside is okay, outside is also okay. The ego is always looking with needy eyes, with wanting eyes. What is it possibly that you could want now? Can we bring Amba up? Let's see what's happening there.
I don't know. Just crying. I don't know why just crying.
Just crying.
Your words are very beautiful, and I love you so much. That's all.
Are we pulling Rizal out of her retreat, or are you okay now? Rizal, are you joining like this, or
It's fine, Father. I paused it. I can go straight back.
you can go back to Mujiji. I didn't realize it was clashing, but
It's
Oh,
fine, Father. It's fine.
we had some technical difficulty
yes, with my mic actually, with my
on,
mic, there was
on this
something
side
that
as
was not working.
well.
Father, there's a
Yes.
message on the Facebook chat from
Uh-huh.
Rashni, who is watching on YouTube. And she
Yeah.
says, someone please ask Father to slap me out of this dream. One real tight one this time.
Rush.
Rashni.
Even this, you see, even this slap you don't need. Because slap means that you are bound in some way. Slap means that you are believing that you are not there and some whack should come and you should be brought into your reality. Sometimes it's okay to say like, how are you bound right now? Show me. Any of you. Right now, how are you bound? What is the state that we want to be slapped into? Don't carry any concept about anything at all. Don't pick up the concept that I lost something also. It was so clear when I came to Satsang last time, but now I've lost it all. I've gone back again. You haven't. You cannot go anywhere at all. Show me how you can stop being awareness. Show me how you can stop being aware. Nothing is happened. Nothing has happened. Nothing is happening. Nothing needs to happen. Self realization is the simple realization that I was never this person. The simple understanding that I fooled myself into believing that I am just this flesh and blood and this energy called thoughts which crosses, comes and goes. And the simple seeing which is possible right now to see that there is a witnessing of this flesh and blood and all the energy called thoughts, and this witnessing is me. This witnessing I am. What is all the fuss about? What is all this about? Getting a bit of an echo. Yes, it's okay now. Is it Atma's mic, which is sort of the echo here? Maybe we can reduce her volume if it's not muting.
I've put her volume down. I think it was Nick's, and I've put
Right.
his volume down as well.
If Atma or Nick have a question, they can feel free to ask. Yes, where is the trouble without believing a thought? I'm like this parrot now. It's repeating the same thing over and over in many different ways so that it is just automatically then flowing through and it is completely clear for all of you. You cannot suffer without believing a thought. Then the only objection is, but this thought I cannot let go of, or this identification I cannot let go of. And that identification, that thought can be burnt in the fire of satsang, or we can look into it together, we can inquire into whether that is real. I already know that it is not true because there is no thought which is referring to you as awareness. All thoughts are referring to you as person, even enlightened person, but still person. Then you say, see, then you say, but without the thought, what am I going to do? Initially, this is what you would say in satsang, isn't it? If I was to drop belief in thought, then what am I going to do? What happens to my life? But the truth of the matter is that life has been happening on its own forever. Just like the thought appears and you say it was my thought, in the same way an action appears through this body also and you say this was my action. Even scientifically it has been proved now that the brain is already sending signals 6 seconds before even the thought comes to move the hand. And the BBC documentary on this also. So it is clearly established now that all actions are also flowing on their own. So what are we relying on thought for? How do they help you? What have they brought you? What is the gift that the thought is giving you? You give them belief. You give them attention. What do they give you in return? Except misery. Except false promises. Except some idea of the future. Except some regrets of the past. Leave all of this. Leave all of this. Stay here now. Stay with me now. I am speaking through your own heart. This is your own heart which speaks, your own Sadguru in your heart. There is nothing special about the person called Ananta. Nothing special. There is nothing special about any person. You see? But the Sadguru in your heart, he is speaking through this mouth, just like it can speak through your mouth. When you pull your belief away from the imagined one, away from the impossible one, and all your words are also dipped in the honey, the love, and the joy that the Sadguru's presence carries. So if the person here try to speak like this, if the person here tried to speak like this, it could not prepare for 10 years and come out with words like this. These words come from no person. These words come from your own heart. And soon you will not even require them to come from this mouth. You will be in the constant presence. You already are actually. Okay, I've been rambling on. Who has something to say or ask? Who's scared of the hot seat? Who's scared to come up and expose? Who's experiencing a fear of being found out? Who is feeling that they are not ready yet? Should I just randomly start picking on some of you? Then I know tomorrow this whole hangout will be empty. Oh, I'm just happy to watch in YouTube. I don't want to be in the hangout. Too much pressure. I have to keep there, sitting there smiling, for 1 hour. See, Jasminder is already asking, how does one go to the YouTube? Nobody tell her, okay? We enjoy seeing her here. Nick says, would love to expose, but my connection is weak now. Okay, let's try. Let's see if something happens. We can unmute Nick and see if we can hear.
Hello,
Namaste.
can you hear me now?
Hear you very well,
Namaste.
my Nick.
Namaste. So, can you hear me well?
Very well, thank you.
Oh, good. Okay, wonderful. Well, let's try it. We'll never know if we don't try.
Yes.
Well, when you say expose, I have a tremendous pull.
No, we lost you, isn't it? It started so well. We lost your audio and the video is frozen as well.
Yeah, we've lost him, Father.
Yes, yes. We'll wait for him to come back. That's okay.
Yes.
So I see Manoj ji is also here with us. Very good. Welcome, welcome to Satsang. Shanti came
Hello.
back. Ah, Nick is back. Okay, maybe we try with Nick a little later then. And I'm so happy you're here, Nick, if you can still hear me. And we'll sort out these technical difficulties soon, I'm sure. So is Rashmi saying something else now? And also Aradhana and Mata are here. If they have some questions, they can ask.
Father Rashmi says, Father, can you please explain burning a little more? Burning of identities.
Burning of identity. Burning of identity. All this for you actually is not required. It's like you already finished college and now you're saying, how do you start with the alphabet? Nothing, just leave it. Which identity do you want to burn now? You already burnt everything. It's just some residue which might be coming up and saying, hey, I'm still here. See, you thought it is all gone, but I'm still here. It's the same guy. So leave even the desire to burn anything. Then what remains? Leave even what feelings are coming in. Let go of all thoughts that are coming in. Don't aspire to get to any state. Don't even aspire to become free from identity. Let it be my problem now. For you, I can say all this. Let it be my problem. We have questions in the Q&A. Atma said, wanting to expose the fears about dreaming and being unconscious. Even when you are dreaming, even when you are dreaming, who are you? Who witnesses the dream? Even to say that I am unconscious. Who reports this? Who reports that I am asleep? Who reports that I am awake? Who reports that I am dreaming? Can you show me this one? Yes. And Atma says, and wanting to say that now I can see how I am dreaming in dream and waking state and have no fear to look at it as I had before. This is very good. Once we see that all this is an appearance, just coming and going, then how can we be scared of it? Once we see that it is a movie, then how can we be terrified of this movie? Who reports that I am dreaming? Very good. All of you are way beyond all of this. Sometimes I hear your words, all of you, and I feel like it is my master who is speaking through you. Now don't let this mind get in the way. Don't pick up anything that it has to say. Anything. Nothing that you need to rely on from this mind. And how do you know that it is the mind? When it is accompanied by need, when it is accompanied by some desire or some aversion. The mind is never accompanied by love, peace, and joy. If you feel a presence of love in your heart, then the ego cannot function. When you are at peace, the ego cannot function. The ego is only promising future love, future peace, future joy, and it never delivers. It's such a horrid salesman. It has made all these promises, but it has never delivered. And yet we keep buying. Don't buy any offer, no matter how attractive it sounds. Don't buy any story, no matter how interesting it seems. Thank you, my dear. So much love. Lizal is smiling now. Good to see the smile back.
I was dealing with a lot of technical stuff, but I'm
Yeah.
here. I'm here. Father.
So wonderful to see you all. I love this hangout. Get to see everyone, these small boxes. There's something in the chat. Anandi, very good. Very good, Amba, very good. So, who want to play a little game? It's a game we played before. Let's not believe our next 10 thoughts. Okay, all of us will play. No matter what they are saying, we will not believe our next 10 thoughts. Okay? Starting now. Just count. Thoughts will come and thoughts can go. You just count. You will see that it is so easy to withdraw your belief from all of this. We done? Done? 10 thoughts game? Was it difficult? No. Rani says no. It's as simple as this. As simple as this. What sadhana is needed? What spiritual gymnastics are required? When it is actually our natural state to be unconcerned by all of these thoughts and any appearances. Let's put Louise on. I haven't heard from Louise for a while now. Just want to check in with her.
Hello.
Namaste, my dear.
Hi. I didn't hear that. Did you say something?
I just said
Can you
namaste.
hear me?
Yes.
Oh, hi. You can hear me?
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Hello.
That was too sudden, eh?
So, I'm just having
It was
trouble.
too
It's
sudden.
breaking up a bit.
It was too sudden to ask for you on the hot seat.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I probably need it. I'm trying to hide here a bit.
So what's happening?
Oh, hang on. I'll just say something. Just talk to Jess quickly.
Take it. All right.
Can you give me a couple of minutes? Because Ananta wants to talk to me. Can you give me a couple of minutes? I'll come in.
What will be hitting me?
I'll come in a few minutes. Come on. Give me a couple of minutes.
Will be hitting me?
Tell her I said not to hit.
Okay. I put first off.
That's how we can prove it's live, Father.
This is very good.
Why was simple like that? It was hard.
Tell her Mom said not to hit and be nice, and I'll come in a few minutes. Okay? I won't be long. It'll be 5 minutes.
Okay.
Sorry, that always happens. It's just as I'm about to do something. They're having little tibbs in the room, they won't go to sleep. So. What was I can't remember what I was.
You're going to tell me what's
Yeah.
happening.
I don't know what's happening. I have no idea what's happening.
Yeah.
Just noise, really.
Yes.
Just a lot of noise going on and a lot of
Is some of it getting your belief?
yeah. Yeah. Which I don't even know. I don't even know what to think about it, what to make of it, anything. It's just I don't know. I'm just like whatever's happening's happening. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I really don't know. It's yeah.
But if there is a sense that you are suffering from something, then there must be something which is getting your belief, and
Yeah.
this thing which is getting your belief is not true.
Yes, but it's getting belief. This is the problem. This is and then I'm trying not to follow the thoughts that have a problem with the fact that it's getting belief. That's causing a lot of problems too. So it's, yeah.
Yes, but following means attention is going. Following means attention is going. And we don't say withdraw your attention, because I know that can be troublesome. Okay? To say that this thought should not come can cause a lot of trouble. So we don't say this thought should not come. We say let all thoughts come, but it is completely in your power to not give it your belief.
That's the thing, that it doesn't feel like there's any power at all to not. It just happens. It's driving me nuts. I don't know. I don't even know.
So what is believed right now?
That there's no control about anything. It's just.
Yes, yes. And that is a problem?
Well, I guess the thought is that this expression is just a mess. So, to not have control, it's just like everything that comes out of this is a mess.
Let me tell you a secret.
You know, like to not be able to control it.
Let me tell you a secret. Nobody has ever had any control over anything? Nobody has any control over anything.
Yes.
And if nobody has any control over anything, then how can you have control over something?
Well, I don't feel like I do, to be honest. But there's
Yes,
still this like holding on to control. Like if I don't hold on, then I'm more. Just all sorts of horrible stuff's gonna come out.
yes. But it is actually the holding on which seems to be causing all this trouble. And you're not actually holding on. It is only you're pretending to hold on. Nobody has ever been able to hold on to anything.
I don't know what the problem is then.
Are you okay to be without a problem? Ultimately, I think for many of us it boils down to not being okay without a problem. So used to it, Aradhana says. So used to having a problem
Yeah.
that when there's no problem and seeing that it's not possible to have a problem, then we have to rely on some problem to make us feel
Mommy?
like in a comfort zone.
Mommy?
Oh, my dear.
Hi.
Hello, my dear. So nice to see you.
So I'm going to bed now.
I'm going to bed now.
Going to bed now. Good night, my dear. Good night, sweetie.
Yeah.
Good night.
So, are we all okay without a problem? Or are we so used to having problems that when there are no problems, we need to quickly find one? And I'm not
Seems
trying to
like
devalue our problems. Actually, I am, I know, but I'm not trying to do that. The fact is that none of our problems are real. What is God's problem? All problems are personal problems. All only personal. Even the problems of the seeker identity is a personal problem. But there is no person. So can one of you show me God's problem? Who can show me God's problem? So Shanti said the thought they are harmless almost got a belief. Yes, yes, yes. They can be subtle like this, but was seen to not believe. Very good. And Amba says if your expression is a mess, it is a very beautiful mess. Yes. Louise got disconnected and she's back now.
Sorry, it dropped out.
No worries, my dear.
I'll just mute. Not much.
So when we say that I have a problem, who are we referring to ourselves as?
Are you asking me? Are you
All of you.
asking me? Oh.
All of you. Also you. When we say I have a problem, who are we referring to ourselves as? If you have found now that there is no person, then how can there be a personal problem? Now you must find a God problem. What problem is God suffering from? Maybe the one thing we could have said is the belief in personhood is the only problem that God can suffer from. But now we have seen that that person is not real. Now what problem is God left with? All problems we've looked at, we've said they are only in these four categories. The body problem, pain, illness, the relationship problem. Why can't another love me? Why can't another love me? Love is not something that you need to be in service to. Love is in service to you, but not to you as a person. Love is in service to you as presence, as the presence of God. You can only experience the love that arises from your heart. All the rest is just need, and we call it love. It seems like his daughter's day today. So, problem with the body, problem with relationships, problem with security, money, work. All this is one category, problem with security. And ultimately, even the problem with trying to find freedom. We have been looking for a long time, but we have not found one problem which is outside any of this. And all these are personal problems. But we have thrown the person away now. We have thrown the person away now. Where is the trouble? Who can show me some trouble which is not imagined? Shanti says the illusory one. Maybe God's only problem is to stop laughing. No, that was a joke, yes. How can you need something? And can there be a problem without need? When you say, I need this to happen, I want this to happen, whose needs or wants are you talking about? How can the ocean be searching for a bucket of water? You're the supreme one. And the ocean is saying, I want to have a bath, can I have a bucket of water? And it is pure grace that all this suffering is coming up because it is showing us that there is still something here which is identified with something, some idea. It could be the seeker idea, it could be a relationship idea, some idea. There is no idea-less suffering. Even when the strongest energy, there are some beings who experience some very strong energies. Usually I don't like to speak about them much, but another category of problem, if you were to say, could be that we experience these energies. But even these energies actually are not a problem unless we are believing an interpretation about it. Nothing can take anything away from you. You can never lose what you are. You can only lose what is false. What can you lose which lasts more than 100 years? And if it's only here for this short a time, then of what value is it? You are the eternal one. You are Ananta. So if something is going to last only for a short period of time, then of what value is it? Just come fly with me, you see. Come and fly with me, leave all of this. We are flying together, and you say there are some chains that are binding you. You say something is keeping you on the ground. And I say it is not true. It is not true. You say, no, but it seems so real. I say it is not true. So who will you believe? Will you believe your mind which is saying it is not true? Or will you believe this voice? Nothing is happening to you. Let us fly together. And the mind will say, but you don't have wings yet. Who will you believe? If it only feels real, it is not real. If it only feels real, it is not real. Reality is not a feeling. Reality is your own self, your true nature. It does not feel like anything at all. It can be accompanied by love, peace, and joy. That's okay. But it is not reliant on love, peace, and joy. And there is complete freedom for everything to come. But you cannot stop being the real one. And the mind will keep saying, but this feels so real, this feels so real. It is not true. Thank you all so very much for this beautiful satsang today. Ji ki jai.
Jay. Ananta GK. Jay.
Jay.
Yay.
Jay.
Thank you all so
Yay.
Beautiful.
much love to all of you. There's something on your screen. Vishal Naveen is on Ustream. We're now moving to Google Hangouts. So on Facebook, you can see the links. Or if you send me a message on Facebook, I will tell you how to log in. Thank you, thank you. Say bye to Radhana and Marta. I know it's a little bit dark.
Bye, beloved.
See? Hey. Thank you, Lizal. Thank you, Amba. Thank you so much.